you as a group. Why is Doge so set on your personal information?
They want to use it for something.
Right.
Otherwise, they wouldn't be so much. And there's a good question on whether or not they're violating confidentiality and
Right.
privacy rules, which I don't know. Well, this, who knows who would prosecute that?
If you were in a hospital or care facility, it would be a HIPAA.
HIPAA, yeah.
You know.
Data is power in the arena we live in today. Data is power. It doesn't matter what it is, it's power. And control of that power gives them the control.
And we're dealing with a president who has already been given immunity for everything
Official action.
from the Supreme Court.
And this is another reason that it's not just protect your data, it's protecting laws that will protect your data. And he's found another loophole where that doesn't exist, okay? And another thing is that we have to support the organizations and individuals that protect our privacy. And that's the ACLU. I don't think if you have $5 at the end of the month, send it to them, okay? It's those organizations that are the last bulwark against what can happen once they have a hold of this. Luckily, they're not organized or smart enough to do enough with it, in my opinion, but it's still out there in their hands, and that's dangerous.
One of those that the Democrats, or the left-bleeding lunatics, as he likes to call us, are paying Social Security to illegal immigrants so that we can get them to vote.
To that point, and we call it propaganda, big megaphone and Fox, and Joseph Goebbels, may he not rest in peace, would be loving what's going on here in America in 2025. I have two things. One is on safety. As Philip knows, I'm working with a young woman activist up in St. Lucie County. Her car was sabotage. She was on the highway going 65 miles an hour, and the tire fell off. The tire doesn't fall off the brand new car. It's sabotage. So she's even afraid to leave her house. When I meet with her, I have to go to my house. The second thing, and this is, Felicia, with all due respect to the congresswoman, press conference, I hope it's great. But I will tell you, at some point, we need our elected representatives to make the point of asking for money not the most important thing. The point is, what are they going to do with the money? And I'll give you a case in point. About 3 weeks ago, and I wrote about this on my Substack. I got a text from Hakeem Jeffries. The 10-point plan. Hakeem Jeffries' 10-point plan to fight Trump and the GOP. Every click linked in that 10-point plan didn't link to a plan, it linked to sending money.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. The next morning, I got an email on the same subject. Once again, no plan. My blog, I called it Hakeem's plan, which is not a plan. We have to stop it. We have to say, send me money, and here's what I'm going to do with the money. And we're not getting that from our representatives.
You're bombarded, and if somebody lives on, say, $25,000 a year, and that's it, and you have to pay your HOA and your this and your that and your doctor bills and everything, and for your drugs that you're on, prescription drugs, you can only give a certain amount. You give $5 here, $5 here, but there are so many. That's the thing. Well, they do, and I do that. And I give a lot of money to cancer care, okay, and Alzheimer's and things like that also. So it's and the younger people have to get involved too and give, and that's what we need to reach.
Which is why I'm calling any of us from supporting these organizations, because they are the bulwark between what the government may be able to do and what we can't do. We don't have the ACLU suing all the time, okay? And we don't have our Congress people suing all the time. Then the DOJ is going to go, it's already working its way.
Just so you know, Congress cannot sue. They're not allowed. Members of Congress are not allowed to sue the federal government.
But the
That
people
is why what the Congress is doing is giving all the information that is necessary for the lawsuits to these great groups that are going in and fighting the fight, whether it's, whether it's ACLU or whether it's a union or that. they are not allowed to put forth any lawsuits, congressional
But
members.
what Congress can do, and unfortunately, because of the fact that we're in the minority, Congress can hold hearings. Congress can get these people out in front of the public and, in essence, cross-examine them. But the problem is,
Well, we need some Republican people to find their backbone.
It's impossible.
right, absolutely.
I mean, we don't have any control as a minority of what gets put on the House floor, what hearings get up. That is all decided by the, always. I mean, when we were in power, we did
I
it,
understand
right. So, you're right, but that's why it's so important to mobilize.
And it's important to give money to Democratic candidates, though, because we need to
If we want
try
to get back the House, yeah,
Yeah, because we need to take back.
because that's a big deal.
Rolling out tax breaks for the wealthy, rejected. Tax relief for the middle class, rejected. Reversing those cuts to Social Security, rejected. Rescinding tariffs that increase the cost of groceries, rejected. Preventing Medicare cuts, rejected. Preventing increasing drug costs for elderly and disabled Medicare recipients, rejected. And the best one of all, prohibiting using a commercial messaging app to talk about military operations,
Signal.
rejected. Okay? This is what we're fighting.
Uh,
I was going to say, our focus here is very much on Social Security for all of us over a certain age. Social Security also pays, a disability program. Yeah. Blind people, people with, any number of disabilities that we're not even addressing. So just in our senior Social Security conversation, there's 73 million Americans who currently receive Social Security. I don't know that Social Security will be there for the generations behind me.
I don't know. I really don't know. There's so many people that I know in my lifetime that never received Social Security. They passed away before. They passed away before they even collected Social Security, or they retired, and maybe 6 months after retirement they passed away. And I always feel so badly for those families and for those people that worked all their life and they never got to collect a dime. Now, figure the percentage of those people that never collected, the money that should still be in there.
Absolutely.
To spread among other people that are just starting to collect Social Security. This is not a Ponzi scheme. What they've done, Elon Musk said we're going to find $3 trillion worth of fraud in this country, and we're going to get that money back. So what did he do? He went in. He realized there is no fraud, or the fraud that there is so slight that it wasn't even worth going into to look. So what's happening now is they're going after Social Security because they need a way to get money for those rich people that need those taxes.
Keep in mind about how much money some of our great not-for-profit organizations right here in Palm Beach County are going to lose because of lack of federal funds coming through. Places like Compass, places like the Food Kitchen,
Right.
all these places. If you can't give money, that's understandable. It's an expensive place to live, Palm Beach County. But if you can volunteer even there, because they are losing staff. They're not, it's happening. So I would suggest that we also just look in our own backyard and try to be supportive of those people and those groups that are here right now.
Well, I just want to say that's a very interesting point, because I had a discussion with a number of people and they said, you know what, I know those food banks need help. They need money. I'm going to work for that. And I think that is a very important thing, to work for those things directly that you know is going to have an impact.
And it makes you feel good.
Wrap this up, convey to all of you, which I have, I'm sure, and to convey to our viewers. If you haven't done so already, go to ssa.gov. If you haven't already opened your own account, create one, find your earnings, print it out, keep it someplace safe. In the event that your data disappears, you have a hard copy that you can present to somebody, hopefully sometime, to prove that you've actually earned this benefit, not this giveaway.
Get an active passport.
Right.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely, because
I have.
that's based on what's going on now. If we want to vote, we either have to have a passport or a birth certificate.
Get your
And-
passport
and for you-
now.
and for you-
For the women,
And for you women whose name has changed, you got a lot of work to do.
Hey everybody, it's Philip. We're here in Boynton Beach today. We just completed our Social Security Roundtable. I hope you've had a chance to take a look at it and hear everybody's opinions about what's happening with Social Security. I also, as promised, told you we are name dropping right now. You can now find us at unityisstrategy.com. That's again, unityisstrategy.com. And if you go there, you'll find all kinds of information about our organization, what we're doing. We are a grassroots organization. We are not incorporated. We do not receive any funding. And you'll find us involved with a lot of different movements. I'm also very pleased to announce that we have started a long-term collaboration with Indivisible Palm Beach. Well, I think they're actually called Palm Beach Indivisibles. And just for clarification, that is not the South Palm Beach County Indivisibles. This is the Palm Beach Indivisibles. You can find them on Facebook at PB Indivisibles. And through that, you're going to start to hear a much more unified message as to what we're all doing, where we're all going, what we're trying to accomplish with that. So in the immediate part, tomorrow, April 12th, I don't know if this video will be out in time, we will be at the Tesla dealership in Delray Beach. Bring a friend, and we'd love to have you participate with us. April 19th, we're partnering with the Women's March and Palm Beach Indivisibles for a protest at that will take place at Target in West Palm. So for everybody watching, lots of parking. They have an existing relationship with Target, so there's plenty of restrooms available, there's plenty of parking available. Feel free to go into the store and buy something. That protest will take place from 12 to 2 on April 19th. You'll get an email from us shortly, just clarifying where it is and what's happening. No matter where you choose to protest on the 19th, again, it's a 50-51 event. We just encourage you to get out there, make your voices heard. Nationally, we're hoping to double the numbers that came out on the hands-off day, hands-off. Fingers crossed that we do that. Again, look for unitystrategy.com. And if you have any questions, there's a place for you to comment. Please feel free to reach out. We'll answer whatever we can for you.